This is Admiral Biatch to base camp. It seems the stormtroopers have gone on strike, and I have no experience with this type of shit. Who should I call for help?
It's the V to the A to the D-E-R. Reconstructing the Death Star with my slick suede suit that's black like tar. Fucking you up no matter who you are.
Tell the motherfuckers about to skip dark side.
Dark side.
Pull up on your planet, Death Star, drive by.
Drive
Fuck
by.
them people rebels, cause their skills ain't shit. Ain't shit.
My TIE fighter zigzag stay lit.
Oh shit! Yoda on the scene, 900-year fiend, smoking Dagobah green. Bitches on my tip like Lando on liquor.
Oh, you're just jealous cause my black dick's thicker. Yo, tell him Chewie last night I had Leia all drunk, one to do me.
Shut the fuck up, man. Leia's my sister. The only thing you're getting is a beat-off blister.
Luke, use the Force before intercourse, but Luke, don't forget, bitches ain't nothing but hoes and tricks.
Obi-Wan, I'm the Top Gun. The chosen one, hotter than both sons. Vader ain't shit, his head's cut up and split. He's slower than the first Pentium chip.
Shit. The one brings it worse. This fucking universe.
Rebels! You know we'll fucking win, cause we'll fight till the end.
I can feel the anger dwelling within you.
Rebels!
You also feel Vader's dick in you, biatch.
Bitch, I control. Just on my tierra. Bunda la fiesta. Canto Jabba tierra.
Jabba, you ain't nothing but a fat ass slug. Fake gold chains, you sorry ass thug. Sitting in your palace with your blue-headed whore. Trapdoor to the Rancor.
Oh, my goodness gracious me. I'm a gay man's golden fantasy. Programmed for homo ecstasy. 10 billion forms of gay positioning. For my golden shower, you must pay a fee. But R2-D2 gives it up for free.
R2-D2, watch your language. Always having sex with robotic strangers.
Misa like to drink and smoke all night. Misa like to fight and fuck your wife. Misa don't care cause Misa so dumb. Misa will fuck you with me thumb. Yusa wants a Misa cause a Misa wants some. Yusa wants a Misa cause a Misa wants some. Yusa wants a Misa cause a Misa wants some. Misa wants some cause Misa wanna come.
Yeah, boy. It's Awesome Sauce Radio. Awesome Sauce. How y'all doing? It's your party host, Blind Adam Wonders. Ready to kick ass and take names and go cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. And justify. But before we testify, I'd like to, thank a couple of my sponsors who, without this show, wouldn't be possible. I'd like to first thank the official pizzeria. The official pizzeria of Awesome Sauce Radio is, of course, the Marco's Pizza. The Marco's Pizza, the greatest pizza in all of Northern New Jersey. The most delicious, most nutritious food you can eat in all of Hewitt. That's the Marco's Pizza. They got pizza, calamari. Still don't know what the heck that is, but it sounds good. They got a dessert menu, an espresso, where you can bring a date. They're at 1926 Union Valley Road, New Jersey 07421, 973-728-1344. If you mention this podcast, Awesome Sauce Radio, or Blind Adam, you get a free thing of garlic knots. They're the best garlic knots on the planet. An orgy of flavor in your mouth, just like all their food. You either have an event or a birthday party or an engagement party or a divorce party or any kind of party your heart contains and you want food catered. And no mess, no muss, no fuss. Delicious food. The Marco's Pizza, 1926 Union Valley Road, Hewitt, New Jersey 07421, 973-728-1344. Tell them my name sent you. Love that place. Gonna be sometime in the next couple days. Also would like to thank, because it's time. It's that time again where the kinkiest, the sexiest, the most dominant, beautiful convention in the universe returns. And June 27th, 28th, and 29th, it returns to the Miami Expo Center in Miami, Florida. That would be the Exotic Expo. The Exotic Expo is going to have your porn stars and your seminars and meet and greets. If you're into porn, and kink, and sexiness, you got to go here. You can have blonde girls, brunettes. Maybe they'll even have some midgets. That would be kind of cool. Midget hookers and strippers are an endangered species, but I'm sure I can find them at Exotica Miami on June 27th, 28th, and 29th. Good friends of the show like Nora Nova and Cherry Nar and Taylor Gunner will be there. You can have all sorts of cool stuff happening at the Exotica Expo. So exoticaexpo.com, June 27th, 20th, and 29th. I will not be there in Miami, but Jersey's only a couple months away, and I'll be there. Jay-Z may even be there, and quick shout out to Party End of the Movie, and Sugar Wafers, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. And of course, this weekend, it finally is here, June 20th and 29th at the Cody Arena in West Orange, New Jersey. The Garden State Comic Fest. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be Maitland Ward, Sergeant Slaughter, Walter and Louise Simonson. It's just going to be an awesome time. I will be there on Sunday. I have a family. I have my nephew's birthday party's on Saturday. So I'm going to be there all day Sunday, walking around, getting footage. I'll talk about my plans when we're done with the sponsorships for the Garden State Comic Fest. June 28th and 29th. Get your tickets. Tell them Bun Adam sent you. And then, of course, we got one of the greatest comic book retailers on the whole internet. In the multiverse, in the galaxy. This dude's big pimpin'. He's a dog whisperer. Yep. Just ask Mama Dog and Mox. Those dogs are awesome. Or Battle Beat the cat. Or his cats, Battle Beast and Winston. He's got another kitten that they're trying to get a good home for. So Big Clutch Comics. Big Clutch Comics has all your amazing exclusive variants. You got some G.I. Joe. You got some Transformers. You got that beautiful Carl Peak Exquisite Corpses #2. It's also got the Carol Peak Exquisite Corpses #1. Exquisite Corpses is where it's at. I know they've got all sorts of plans for San Diego Comic-Con. So if you want to adopt a kitten, or if you want to get some great comics, go to BigClutchComics.com. For more on the kitten, go to BigClutchComics.com on Facebook. Tell them Blind Adam sent you. Let's find this poor baby kitten a new home. Get some great comics. We'll be kicking ass, taking names. Remember, you don't need sight to have a vision. It's not what happens to you, it's what you do about it. And we're going to chase your dream just by catching them. And speaking of dreams, and speaking of titties, because we're going to go to Titty Land. And when I mean Titty Land, I mean flash dancers. Flash dancers, the greatest strip club in all New York City. And I need to see maybe they have some midgets.
Hello, darling. Welcome to your new favorite club. You are a hard worker, so you deserve a good place to replenish yourself. Our bartenders will take great care of you, while our sexy ladies help spice up your night. Bring your friends, or make new ones here. Flash dancers, come join the party.
Flashdancers.com. New York City's premier gentleman club. And I'm going to go there next week, and I'm going to see if they have midgets. Real midgets. These midgets are awesome. And what I need, before I bring in my tag team partner, and we talk about stuff, two things real quick. First, I want to thank Wonder World Comics for the tidings of Pop Rocks. Pop Rocks is an amazing candy. We got them right here. And I also would just like to, say, you know what I need? And I'm going to make this video happen. What I need is a 40-foot chocolate teddy bear cake. As we're going to see if eating Pop Rocks and drinking Coke at the same time makes your stomach explode. And then after we get the 40-foot, chocolate teddy bear cake, what I need is 20 midget strippers and hookers, all dressed in Harley Quinn costumes that do cartwheels and dances and cheers like cheerleaders, choreographed to the music of Queen. That's what I need. And before the end of the year, I'm going to make that happen. And now with all that bullshit being said, let me bring in my tag team partner. He is the Puerto Rican sex guy. He is making wheelchairs great again. He keeps the show on track each and every week. The one, the only, Mr. JV Wheels.
I guess I should have arrived a little later. This guy's on fire.
So how's your week been going?
Good, man. Can't complain, Ups and downs, but we're getting through it.
That's true. So, is it hot enough for you?
Yeah. I mean, I went out to get some food earlier, and I was like, all right, get in, get out, So.
I mean, it wasn't as bad as yesterday. I think
No,
yesterday was
but
the worst day of the week.
that's true.
Thank God for air conditioning.
For sure.
So, you catch any wrestling during the week?
I caught a few highlights, but I've been seeing a lot of like recaps from Fanatic Fest and things like that. So I still
Recaps from what?
Fanatics Fest.
Yeah, how did it look this year? I know a couple of my friends who were set up there said they had like the time of their lives.
Yeah, it looked amazing. I don't know if I would if I ever were there, like I would probably be like running into so many people, but not like running into like I know them, but like actually running into them. But it looked crazy.
I just think I just stand out by looking at thing over the weekend as I was watching all my buddies post all their pictures on Instagram and Facebook and everything.
Yeah.
I think next year I'm gonna try to apply for press.
Yeah.
I just found out that they have a press that they do have press pass applications.
Yeah, I don't
couldn't
even
hurt.
know where, but yeah.
I mean, at least that would say in the long run, at least that saves like what, 50, 60, 70 bucks?
Yeah. And especially
whatever the interest is, at least.
Yeah. And
yeah, anywhere to save a buck on something like on one of these some of these bigger shows is a way to save a buck.
Hell yeah, absolutely. I mean, it would be helpful because the photo op pricing is a little insane, but we're getting through it. Interesting story. WWE is returning to the Prudential Center.
Hot damn!
The Friday night SmackDown before SummerSlam.
All right, that makes sense.
I mean, yeah, but I never expected them to run the Prudential Center again.
You know, it's kind of like a wish that maybe they would.
Yeah. I mean,
out of the two arenas in Jersey that we're close to, I'd rather go to the Prudential Center.
Yeah.
than MetLife.
I mean, 2 tickets on the floor is about 620. So if you have that, by all means, but it's kind of crazy.
620 for.
I mean, I've done around 4 for AEW, but I was a lot closer. So
You only live once, so yeah.
maybe, but 320 something for. Well, no, I'm gonna call my guy tomorrow and see, but we'll look at it.
Like I said, but yeah, basically, I just want to get. Did you see anything from SmackDown on Friday night?
What did I? That wasn't the pipe bomb, or was it?
Yeah, it's just basically if you saw the recreation of the infamous 2011 pipe bomb.
Yeah, I mean, I saw clips of the promo. I didn't watch the entire thing, but
That was one of Cena's best promos since turning heel.
yeah, I'm gonna try to go back and look at it.
Yeah, and like I said, it was nice that Claudio, Matt Cadona, aka Zack Ryder, and Nick, whoever you pronounce his last name, Dom Ziggler all got mentioned.
Yeah, I think Cardona's the only one that responded to it, though.
Yeah, I knew he was going to probably do that.
Yeah. So.
I thought, like I said, I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I also thought my girl got robbed. But, dear WWE, if you're not going to push Alexa, like, I don't know. I hope there's a payoff to this.
I mean, they gotta push a lot of people. So it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I hear you.
But yeah, I don't know. WWE's kind of shaky to me right now.
Yeah. And that's because my second favorite female on the roster is going to be out for 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that last week, but
yeah, but it's been confirmed she's out for 6 months.
Damn, she'll be back at the Rumble.
I just know Liv Morgan has a nice ass. I may be blind, but I'm not that blind.
Nah, she's great. Nah. Wait, no, knowing Liv, she'll try to get it healed before 6. But
yep.
If not, she'll be back at the Rumble.
Sweet.
Because she got injured a few weeks ago, so that would be June. So yeah, she'll be back by January. That sucks.
Nice. So what do we have first up on the hit list?
I don't know why it's not showing. Why is it not? What is going on? Come on, bro. The PDF doesn't show.
What doesn't show?
The PDF file for your Batman cover.
All right. Let's just simply go to what the next thing is.
All right. So the next thing is the Hulk Hogan Sergeant Slaughter.
I just basically Like I said, Garden State Comic Fest is this Saturday and Sunday, the 20th and 29th at Cody Arena. If anyone cannot make it and wants something signed by Maitland, hit me up at comicvip@gmail or Instagram, Real Blind Adam. I am bringing 5 of my Batman prints, where Maitland Ward was drawn up to Poison Ivy, and I'm getting those autographed. And I'll tell everyone what they cost after I get everything autographed, just in case card was wind up subject to change. But that is the game plan. I will be there Sunday. I'll be there all day because I really want to see the Sergeant Slaughter panel. Like I said, when I was doing all the sponsors and promoting all the shows, my nephew turns 5 on Saturday. And I don't want to miss my nephew's birthday, so that's just the only way I can do both. As much as I would love to be there both days. And but Sergeant Slaughter will be there. This is, maybe some event, a retailer will have one of these at the show. This would be one of the coolest pieces of merch that ever gets signed. And this was the era outside of G.I. Joe that I think he was at his best. When he played the Iraqi synthesizer in 1991. And he went up against Hogan in LA, where, this was probably his best thing in professional wrestling. But go listen to old shoot interviews with how his family had to be put in hiding, how his kids had to be escorted by the police back and forth to school because people wanted him dead. So the one question I'm going to try to ask him at the show, if he'll gracefully give me 3 minutes after I take a Cobra Clutch. I'm not leaving the Cody Arena until I get put in the Cobra Clutch. All right. I was told that he gives out these gold coins if he can survive the Cobra Clutch. I want to do that, man. But I also want to ask him what it was like to be a member of G.I. Joe and an Iraqi synthesizer all at the same time. Have you ever seen any of the classic stuff on streaming or anything?
No.
Cartoonish era professional wrestling.
No, but I do remember him being in G.I. Joe at one point.
Yeah. Like I said, this is a time when wrestling was just a little bit more innocent and a little bit more cartoony.
Yeah.
I don't think some of the more over the top characters would have even gotten a push today. Things like Kane's original character, especially Yaki Yankum, the evil dentist.
Yeah.
IRS, the evil tax man. Now that's a name maybe would still get over.
Possibly.
But I look back at things like Duke the Dumpster Drozzy, which was a garbage man character that was made. And I just look at it, it's like, crap. Yeah, this is cartoonish.
Yeah.
What is next on my hit list?
I believe we're going to Batman 300.
All right. Also at the Garden State Comic Fest this weekend, one of my favorite artists will be there, Walter Simonson. This is the first work he ever did for DC. This is the last Batman story, which is one of my favorite Batman comics from the 1970s. This came out in 1978. And just always loved the cover. That cover always grabbed me. It's a fun, lighthearted story inside. And, of course, Walter is known for being one of the legendary Thor artists. He also did a lot of work on both DC and Marvel throughout his career, a legendary Fantastic Four run. But I got 2 copies of this, so hopefully I can get them signed. But if anyone, like I said, don't know, I would sell this for $55, but I wouldn't pay any more than about $20-25 on this, maybe $30. I mean, I have a copy that I'm actually watching on eBay because I found it for a penny on the dollar price, and hopefully I can win it. But such a great book. What do I have next on the hit list?
We are going into the Batman Forever drive-through commercial.
Yeah. Happy 30th birthday, Batman Forever.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
What did I do? Oh, no, we're good.
Can I persuade you to take a sandwich with you, sir?
I'll get drive-through. Introducing McDonald's Superhero Burger. Tomatoes, crisp lettuce, the great taste of 2 cheeses melted over 3 beef patties on a superhero bun. It's McDonald's Taste of the Month everyone's making a break for.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?
And we are back here at Awesome Sauce Radio. All right, I'm disappointed because my stomach did not explode. I'm still here in the flesh. I'm disappointed. I thought Pop Rocks and Coke was supposed to make your stomach go kabooey, man. Damn it. All right, that urban myth's not busted. But I love that commercial because that's actually the same scene that's in the opening of the actual movie. And like I said, happy 30th birthday to Batman Forever with Val Kilmer. God rest his soul. One of the best live action Riddlers since Frank Gorshin and Jim Carrey. Chris O'Donnell was a decent Robin. And Tommy Lee Jones was the Two-Face. Of course, one of his henchwomen, Drew Barrymore, and one of her early roles in our Hollywood comeback. And just such a fun movie. And hopefully the Shoemaker cut gets put up, man. You're a fan of this movie, right, Mike?
Indeed. Indeed.
Like I said, I remember the marketing very well for this, especially the McDonald's glasses.
Yeah, I remember the video game, as a matter of fact.
Was that a Genesis?
I believe so.
Nice. But like I said, these Batman movies had so many awesome, and this is when movie tie-in stuff was cool, and it was somewhat creative.
Yeah.
Like if we can go to the next piece, which is the Batman Diet Coke commercial for Batman Returns. Amazon, stop.
Sure.
Hello. Gotham Cornerstone? Yes, we seem to be down to our last Diet Coke. A gentleman is on his way to pick some up. Just look for a black car. No, This black car will be rather difficult to miss. And by the way, the gentleman is usually in quite a rush.
Just for the taste of it, Diet Coke.
Oh, so it's Diet Coke. That's just for the taste of it. That's what she says every time she drinks my special Diet Coke. But that's besides the point. But they don't do like really cool like fast food and or food tie-ins for movies anymore.
No, that is true. I mean there are a few, but not as much.
It's like the good ones are few and far between.
Yeah.
And they're not as heavily advertised as they used to do with like really creative commercials.
Correct.
Because this is how much of a nerd I am. I can watch compilations of those commercials alone and be just as entertained as I was watching Batman Forever or Batman Returns.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be the memories attached to them too.
Yeah, I get the point.
Because Batman Forever is now a 30-year-old movie. Batman Returns came out like the week of my high school graduation. So there's like lots of good memories attached to that especially more Batman Returns than Forever at that point in my life.
Right.
Yeah, man, good times. What did you think of Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman, man?
I loved it.
Yeah. She's like my second most favorite Catwoman of all time.
Yeah.
Just nothing beats Julie Newmar. And hopefully one day before she retires to the Batcave in the sky, I can get an interview with Julie. Who's not like in her 90s. Yeah, but what is next on the hit list?
Next is the Power Rangers.
No, Power Bangers.
Oh,
This is put out by Brazzers, my brother.
Sorry.
I mean, this was not the porn parody trailer I was looking for. But when I saw this, I was like, we have to show this and talk about this.
I'm free!
We are over 18.
I'm just horny all the time.
Don't touch it. It could be radioactive.
Coins?
Something's happening. I think someone spiked the punch. I am seriously tripping
The
out.
woman you released from the pod is Rita Repulsa. I defeated her 1,000 years ago using the power coins you now hold in your hands.
The world needs you.
You're not superheroes.
I don't think we're who you're looking for.
Oh my god, what is that?
She has released the hounds.
Oh no! You get to have me.
100%. One Blue Ranger.
It belongs to me.
Friends forever.
Damn you, Rangers!
Yup.
So what did you think, sir?
I have no idea what I just watched.
This is put up at Brazzers. It's called Power Bangers. And now I need to talk. Now, I actually am going to reach out to someone from Brazzers. Because this first time in a long time when I've watched a porn parody trailer, I don't want to watch the streaming anymore. I want physical media. I need like 5 copies of this on DVD. So I can get each copy autographed by the entire cast.
Are they all still? I don't know. I think a few are still active, but
What's that?
I think a few of them are still active.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know there's a lot of that cast that seems retired.
Yeah.
You know, but like I said, there's been a while since a porn parody is giving me like a smile and some giddiness. I think the last one was Marvel's XXX, starring the most beautiful blonde-eyed woman in the world, Blake Blossom, as Carol Danvers, which you can find on Cos Playground. What's next on the hit list, sir?
The Fantastic Four bucket.
All right. Now, as we pop these on the screen, since I'm still in the as I'm still in the Blake Blossom mindset for a minute, do you think Blake Blossom would make a really good Sue Richards?
Possibly.
Cool. I think she would.
But
then again, look who you're talking to. I mean, Blake can read me the phone book, and I say this awesome stuff.
Yeah. There. Nah, I can't think of anybody right now. So.
All right, but is this the new wave of how to get your movie popular? It's with these popcorn buckets.
I mean, everybody's doing it now. So. But yeah, as you guys can see,
Just seems like Wolverine, Deadpool, Wolverine times 100 right now.
yeah, because everybody was like, "Oh, those are successful. All right, we're gonna start doing it for everything."
All right, the one out of all of them, I really the one I super really want is the Galactus. That just looks cool. I do have a question about the Reed Richards one.
Oh, the Galactus, that's fire. Yeah.
With the Reed Richards one, why does it look like his penis is stretching out of the popcorn bucket?
It's not. It's not. Because it shows.
My next question, which Mr. Pascal wouldn't answer, and Jimmy Kimball. Could every part of Reed's body stretch? Like every part?
I don't know. No, but if I scroll down here, it doesn't. You could clearly see it's not.
All right.
It's his actual arm doing it.
Okay, because there was a little people bitching about that it looked like it was his penis.
No, because on X, for some reason, it makes it look like it's his dick. So.
All right. You know. I could take or leave the other two buckets I got for Fantastic Four. I could take or leave. The Fantastic Car one, I think is cool, but start me the fucking robot, man.
Yeah. Is that even on here?
The Herbie one is not on there,
Uh,
and I don't think the car is on there. I know that is the Galactus, of course.
yeah, and then there's like the cup with like the different forms of them.
Yeah.
That's cool. And then yeah.
Like I said, the only one I really think to get for sure, if you were going to get one, would be the Galactus, in my opinion.
Yeah, but you would have to probably watch the movie early for that, right?
I actually think they all drop on the 25th.
Oh, so you have to see. Yeah, but
Yeah, I know you can pre-order them because I've been seeing them on eBay all week too, going for stupid money.
That's crazy. But I would have to go opening night to see it, or maybe the night before. I don't know.
Yeah. Like I said, by tomorrow I should finally have had my Superman tickets for the early access on Prime.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for that, man. I really am.
And my cat's is also gonna like to get their bring home from the Superman movie.
Yeah.
So I'm getting one of those crypto doggy balls.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'll let my cat use it.
That's cool.
Yeah, but like I said, it just deals between this and they have like at least 4 or 5 of them for Superman.
Yeah.
And actually, one that I saw when I was on eBay, which I may break down and get eventually after I do all the responsible adulting stuff. They did one for the Jaws 50th anniversary, which is actually the shark. You know, but like I said, it just seems like this is the new gimmick to get asses in seats. Collectible popcorn buckets.
I see. I mean, judging by the Instagram, you have to go to Marcus Theaters.
Yep.
I guess you could pre-order it there, but where is this place? That's a good question.
No, man. I'm sure you can just order them and have them shipped to your house somehow too.
True.
So I know with AMC, you can just have them shipped to your house, donate from the AMC shop.
Oh, okay. Sick.
Yeah, but like I said, but this is the new thing, man. And I can't talk as a for someone who got 2 of the Venoms and was upset because the Red Hulk was sold out. Yeah, so what is next on the hit list?
Next would be Long Lonesome Highway.
All right, the Lonesome Highway is a documentary made by a good friend of mine by the name of Josh Roosh. It's executive produced by the motherfucking goat of filmmaking, the modern day Stan Lee, Kevin Smith, aka Silent Bob. And this is a documentary on Michael Perks, a legendary actor who passed away last year, I believe. This was a passion project for Josh. And what you can purchase this, you can stream it. I know I've showed this trailer on the show a couple times. And Josh will be doing an interview, which I'll be pre-recording sometime later in the month. Because he's making a movie over in England right now, so we're trying to work out the particulars. But if everyone can please go check this out, I'd appreciate the Lonesome Highway. It's an amazing documentary.
That's cool.
which I highly recommend. What is next on the hit list, sir?
Next would be the Vixen Plus article.
All right. Well, Vixen Plus is Vixen Media's streaming platforms, and they got a bunch of new scenes. Of course, for deeper, they got the lovely, the talented, the woman who has dibs on my anal virginity, blonde hair, blue eyes, humongous titties, which are really soft and beautiful. Brow system approved. Nice thighs. Blake Blossom. So she's got some new work up in there. And then for Tushy, you got Willow Ryder. And then they got new stuff on their wifey thing, and they're Black and all their other series. Vixen Media has many, many stars. Maitland Ward, who you can meet this weekend at the Garden State Comic Fest, is of course a Vixen Media contract girl and one of the faces of the company. If Blake Blossom ever turns on to my anal virginity, Maitland gets second crack at it. Because we got a list. And the next time I decide to talk about Project Pegasus, we'll go over the top 5. We'll put it to a vote on social media. And we'll testify. But just wanted to say, Vixen, keep up the great work. And what is next on the hit list, sir?
Sorry. I think the last thing is the Orion, the XBiz article.
Yeah, I reckon so. And I actually forget what this was about real quick.
Fetish apparel, apparently.
All right, yeah, just basically that Orion Wholesale's putting out some new really awesome fetish outfits. These cat suit fetish things with strap-on apparel look really, really super sweet. And I just wanted to point them out. Once again, this is the XBiz. XBiz is one of the official news sources of Awesome Sauce Radio. I also want to thank Brian Scott Gross over at BSGPR for the article on the Vixen Media stuff with Blake Blossom and Willow Ryder. For all your PR needs, go to Brian Gross over at BSGPR. Love you, Brian. And yeah, man. Maybe what we can do is we can have Blake dress up in one of these Orion Wholesale cat suits with the strap on, and she'll hit me with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly and a baseball bat. Just put me face down, ass up, smack me in the ass with a bat a few times, and then take my anal virginity away. And it'll be one of the greatest nights I ever had in my life. We'll recognize. And JV is like, why the fuck do I do this show every week?
Sometimes. Today's one of them times.
Well, like I said, yesterday I knew I was struggling for topics. As I was, like I said, everyone knows why I've been favoring my ear roll shows, because I'm in the midst of getting over a pretty wicked ear infection. Pick the worst week of the year between the heat and having a convention I need to be professional at this weekend at. So just want to thank my doctors. Got any cool plans for the weekend or for the 4th of July?
Nope, working.
Yeah.
I don't know. working there.
Yeah, but you know, I guess there was just one other thing I wanted to bring up. Now that we got the hit list finished, so until I get your flash from one disabled person to another.
Got you.
Why is trying to find an apartment such a pain in the ass for someone with a disability at times?
I mean, it's not that hard. It's just understanding, different apartment complexes are going to take different amounts of your SSI. And then you trying to be like, oh shit, I can do it. And then you don't realize you can't do it. So, I mean, it is hard because depending on what you do for work, and of course, everything that has to go on with that, like,
Mm-hmm.
that's the hardest part.
Yeah, like I said, right now like I said, I'm on one waiting list for a place in the city, which I believe I'm going to be on for at least another couple of years. And then, like I said, I'm just starting to re-explore my options after, a couple years. Since the last time I started exploring this.
Work.
So just like one step at a time.
Absolutely, man.
Thank you for the sound advice and and that as always. And where can the audience find you online?
I am JV Wheels everywhere. That is I am JV Wheels everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, madrabbit.com if you need tattoo aftercare. Use code JV Wheels. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, sweet. And you can find me when I'm not on here polluting YouTube with my virus. You can find me on the Instagram at Real Blind Adam. I am also on Twitter /X at the Comic Pimp. You can find me at minivids/Blind Adam. I'm gonna have some new content up there soon. Got some older podcasts and a few other things. I'm also eBay/Blind Adam. I'm revamping the eBay store. I also am at Whatnot at Comic VIP. I got about to start working on the website again, as well as a couple of getting on some other platforms. And like I said, it's been a pretty weird year for me health wise. So I'm almost I would say about 80% health at the moment, and just taking it day by day through the grace of God. As always, JV, thank you very much for all you do for the show.
Not a problem.
I know there's sometimes you do think, what the fuck, what? I volunteered for this shit. That's all he's talking about is being bent over by Blake Blossom and bitching about popcorn buckets.
I mean, again, sometimes.
Yeah. So. But remember to chase your dreams. You just might catch them. And not sure if we're doing shows next week. We may take the week off for the 4th of July holiday. But everyone, for 4th of July holiday, please be safe. Leave the fireworks to the professionals. It's not worth your fingers. And if you're gonna drink. If you're gonna drink and get fucked up, do it responsibly. Don't drink.
Do it at your house.
What's that?
Do it in your house.
Yeah. But seriously, in today's day and age, I don't understand drinking and driving. It's like you got Uber, you got Lyft, you can walk. Hire someone to be a driver. And like JB said, do it in your motherfucking house, yo.
Yeah, just buy some High Noon or White Claw and do your thing.
Wait, what is Black Claw?
White Claw.
Oh, White Claws?
It's the seltzer, yeah.
I know what White Claws are.
And then High Noon is essentially I would say the better version.
I never had it.
Because High Noons don't give you that like longing aftertaste.
I'm gonna give it a try, man. I'm a Mike's Hard Lemonade man myself.
Yeah.
I know that's not everyone's cup of tea, and no matter which bar or strip club I go to, they never fucking have them.
Well, that's true.
You know, that's the reason I think even Exotica this year, I might just keep a 6-pack on me.
Right.
As I know, no hotel bar is gonna fucking have them, regardless of how many times I ask.
Yeah.
You know, but
those are gonna be hard to find at like bars and stuff like that.
You know what? The only time I ever see them at bars is up in Rhode Island. And I don't know, it's just because it's more of a college bar scene up there.
Word.
You know, but as always, everyone just keep one foot in the gutter, one fist in the gold. Like I said, remember to please go chase your dreams. You might just catch them. If no one has said that they love you today, I love you, and I'm proud of you, and just keep on fighting. You know, if anyone's struggling, needs help, please go get professional help. I would plug something, but I'm not plugging this particular thing until they're an official sponsor. But please go seek out professional help in any way, shape, or form. I love you all. Blind Adam out.